Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of my summer camp. I've got a really adorable card for you today that has a fun surprise on the inside, and it's with a really new and popular stamp set called, and bundle, stamp set and dies called Sophisticated Sled. I always want to call it Vintage Sled. I don't know why, but it's Sophisticated Sled. So I just have to get some of my electronics here going so I can make sure that I see what you're seeing. And then on my laptop, I've got that here too, and I'm just going to refresh the screen to see your comments, because that's where I can see your comments. Let's see how that works. Yep, now I've got myself pulled up. Yay! So as you're coming on, today, welcome. I'm Joey, if I haven't met you before or you haven't seen me before, and I'm with Create with Joey is my page. You're on that page now if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, you're on my YouTube channel, obviously, and you can find that at Joey Hartman Stampin' Up. I have Create with Joey on my YouTube page, but it just doesn't always come up to find me, so if you put my name in, you should find me. Okay, enough of that. Let's get going with our really cute project today. I think it's going to be really fun, and I hope you'll like it. When you come on, make sure you say hi. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what your weather is today. We're having kind of a cloudy day, and it's not supposed to get very hot today. And if you are anywhere in the Midwest, you know you've been suffering. We've all been suffering with this weather lately. So I'm trying to just look at the screen and see my, looks like hang on a second, I need to make a kind of a major adjustment with my phone. Sorry. You're going to be bouncing around for a minute, but I think you're just too low. So let me try this again. Now we'll come down a little bit. Go this way a little bit. Too much. Sorry about that. It just takes a moment to get everything going. You go back just a touch. And then because there's a delay on my phone or on Facebook, so then I can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, a little bit better. Anyway, we'll go with that. All right, welcome to day 4. This is 5 days of special projects that we're doing. I'm doing a video every day at 12:30 p.m. By the way, I had a couple messages yesterday that people said they couldn't find me live on my page. What has to happen is you need to make sure you refresh your page, because if you are just waiting for me to come live on my page and you don't refresh your page, if I've gone on live, if I'm a few minutes late, you won't see it come up. It's very frustrating, but it's just the way it works. So just make sure you refresh your page. I have to do that here on my own equipment, or I don't see myself go live either. So it's kind of frustrating, but that's how to make sure you're current on my page and that you can see the live video. And then maybe scroll down on my page too, just to make sure you're not missing me if you have to scroll down a little bit. I'm doing prizes every day. We're doing a prize patrol every day, which means it's a surprise for somebody that's been watching and commenting. So make sure you watch and comment, and if you're sharing, that's even better. I really appreciate that. Today, it goes to Diane Lundberg. I know Diane, she's a good friend. Oh, she's on. Hi, Diane, and you're having a beautiful day. I'll be sending this to you, my friend, and I know you like bling, so these are the pastel adhesive back sequins. These are going to Diane. Hello, Julie. And Jamie, oh, good. My friends are all coming on. How fun. And Kathy, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. We have a big project today. I'm going to walk you through this just a little bit here. So I'm going to show you the project first. So we're using Sophisticated Sled today. This is a stamp set. It's new online. You won't find it in your catalog. Oh gosh, I didn't look up the number. I should have done that. But here's the dies. If you just do a search for Sophisticated Sled, you'll find it. I could give you the number of the stamp set, but that's not the number of the bundle. So I don't want to get you mixed up and have you not find it. So just do your search on Sophisticated Sled. And again, gosh, this looks like it's moving all around. This week, if you put in an order of $50 or more, you're going to get all 5 projects of summer camp. You're going to get supplies for all 5 of them, plus a PDF tutorial. Now, the other thing I just want to make sure I say is every day I'm sending the PDF tutorial to my newsletter subscribers, the single one. If you put in an order this week for the $50 or more, you're going to get the PDF of all 5 projects, plus a video link in your email. This just sent directly to you. But okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so this is an online exclusive. Online exclusive does not mean that, the only thing it means is it isn't a printed, you know, printed on paper, you know, a pamphlet, a catalog. So it's just available to see online. So just make sure you look for it there. Now I got this idea. Hi, Donna. I got this idea from my friend Susan Campfield. So I don't know if any of you follow her. She just recently hit her $1 million sales, and Stampin' Up! Sent her this very elaborate card. It isn't this. But she did do several samples and adapted their card to several different stamp sets and products. And this is very similar, almost identical to one that she made with this. And I asked her if I could show it today. And she said, oh, of course, happy creating. So we're showing her card today. I'm calling this the inside surprise card because when you open it, you have this little panel. And then you turn again, and then you still have another greeting. There's decoration on the inside and a place to write your greeting. So this is pretty elaborate. Now, so for some of you, this is not elaborate because you make cards like this all the time. Hi, Pam. I'm glad you're having a good day in Missouri. And Donna, you're in Washington. I hope you're having a good day too. We're just seeing such a nice relief from the temperatures here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm in the Midwest, so it was just so wretched a couple days ago that this is such a nice contrast. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I hope I keep my act together today. There's a lot of parts to this card, and after I got halfway through it, I thought, okay, there's a lot of parts to this card. I wonder if I should have chosen something different, but I'd already advertised that this is what we were making today. So the first thing we're going to do is do some die cutting. Now, I have done some ahead of time. This is the greenery. These are the skates, the bottoms of the skates, the actual skate blade. These are the skate shoes, and these are the laces. So I'll show you how all that works together. I've got silver foil here. And I've got white cardstock and real red cardstock and green, garden green. I just went straight up with real red and garden green. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and die cut these. And I'm going to go back through this once just for that greenery, because that greenery is pretty detailed and sometimes those don't cut as well. Although almost always you only need to go through once, but just because I'm on Facebook Live, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I go twice so we don't have to redo it and take extra time. So here we've got our skates. And then, let's see, can you see them? Yep, I'm in the picture. And then here's our blades for our skates. And let me get these dies put back away. I keep my dies on, this is a magnetic sheet that I get from Stampin' Storage. It's a store you can buy these from online. I think they actually do have a physical store as well, but I order them online. Here's our beautiful greenery. Such a beautiful stamp, or die I should say. And let's get these all put away so we don't lose any. And then these little tiny skates. laces. So I'm going to grab my brush just to get these out. Hopefully. Now, if you don't have a brush to get out your die cut, so I always brush it first, and then if I have to poke it out with a tool, I do. Your brush, if you're buying a new one, it will come as, you have to buy this first, and then there's an attachment where you put, this is called the take your pick tool, and then you have to buy the brush as a little add-on that comes like this. So I don't have that because I have several of the old style that we used to have that I'm using today, but that's what yours would look like if you're ordering online. So you want to first look for take your pick tool, and then you want to look for the brush attachment, which will be right next to it. And those are in the catalog, or they should be in the catalog, the annual catalog. And if you don't have an annual catalog, you can let me know, and I'll see if I can't get one to you. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to set these aside on my little tray here. I'll clean it off first. It had a bunch of dimensionals on it from yesterday, because I'm going to do a little bit more preparation before we do our cards. So we're going to do a little bit of embossing today, which if you normally watch me, I usually come just once a week on Wednesdays, and we do one stamp set or bundle, and we make multiple cards, either 3 or 4 projects with it. But this week I'm coming every day with a single project that is over the top, and almost all are funfolds. In fact, I think they really are all funfolds. So this was day 1, and this already went out to my email subscribers as to how to make this one. This is called a puzzle slider card, and that's with a new set called Season's Greetings. Is it called that? Greetings of the Season is the stamp set, I think. I probably better look at that. Yeah, it's this one. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Greetings of the Season is what I used for that. And then this was yesterday. This is a gift card, or the day before yesterday. This was Tuesday. This is a gift card holder made out of an envelope from the Expressions of Kindness kit. It's also an online exclusive, but the envelopes were just so pretty. I thought I didn't want to waste them just sending a letter, and the post office is going to mess them up anyway. This was yesterday, our fun fold. This went out to my newsletter subscribers this morning, the PDF of this. So if you want to make sure you don't miss any tutorials, you just want to make sure you are signed up for my newsletter. Hi Faye, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the comments on, well, let me find it first here. Where is the link? I'll put it in the comments on Facebook, but on YouTube it'll be in the description of the video. YouTube makes it a little bit easier. Gosh, I can't find, oh, I'm looking on the wrong page. Sorry about this. Delay, getting it copied, and then I'm gonna just pop it into the comments, and there we go. Okay, alrighty, so let's put this sled together first. Nope, I stopped because we're gonna do some embossing, so let me grab all that stuff. So, what I was going to start to say is I don't normally do embossing very much when I'm doing 3 or 4 cards, just because it does take a little bit extra time. So today I wanted to make sure I showed you. Now the embossing, and I don't know what happened, hang on. So the embossing powders now come in a group, and these are the brand new ones. So this one's called Opaque Bright White. This one is called Clear Gloss, it's called. And this one's going to be Primary Ebony, which is black. But that's the name of it in the package. But if you're ordering this, you'll want to put in Basics Wow Embossing Powder, and the number for these are 1 65679 to get the new embossing powders. But I wanted to show you because they are brand new. They just got stocked, well, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, maybe something like that. So you also, if you don't have embossing supplies, you need this tray, this paper holder, tweezers, an embossing buddy, and then a brush. And I don't know what I did with the brush. I think I put it in with my other brushes. I don't think this is the one. I'm sure this is not the one that comes in it, but there's a little brush that comes with it too. All right, so just so you know how that all works, because I don't normally show this on my Facebook Live, but I wanted to show it today. So let's go ahead and start with our embossing buddy. We've got a piece of black cardstock here. And what the embossing buddy does is it lays down just a slight little bit of kind of a powder. And what that does is keep your embossing powder from sticking to where you really don't want it to stick. You want it to just stick to the Versamark ink. So we're going to grab our Versamark pad. Let's put that aside. And let's go ahead. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little bit. Let's cut this down to about 3/8 of an inch. It's really skinny. So you could stamp it first and then cut it, but I'm going to just, here's 1/4 of an inch right here. So I'm going to 3/8 of an inch. Still pretty skinny, but not quite as skinny as 1/4 of an inch. So we've got our little piece here. Hopefully I can stamp this straight. On my sample, I stamped it on a bigger piece of cardstock and then I cut around it. Now I want to make sure this is really inked well with my Versamark. First of all, it's tiny. Let me get my tray ready. So I'm going to get my tray ready to go. I'm going to get my embossing powder open because you don't want your Versamark to dry. Now Versamark is a sticky ink and it's not going to dry quickly, not nearly as quickly as our water-based inks in our all of our colors. I might get my head in here. I'll try not to. I'm trying to get this straight. And when I stamp ink on colored cardstock, I kind of let it set for just a few seconds longer, just to make sure that ink absorbs into the paper. And then we're going to just take our white, sprinkle it over. And there you can see it. I want it to be really, I want the powder to stick really well. So I'm going to I think I probably needed to re-ink my Versamark pad before I did this, but I didn't. So we're going to go with it. I think it'll be good enough. But just for FYI, if you are trying to emboss and you're not getting the powder to stick the way you want to, just re-ink your Versamark pad. Okay, this is going to get noisy, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So we're going to get our tweezers, and then let's go ahead and heat it up. Now I'm standing closer to the phone so that hopefully you can hear me over this, but it takes a moment. A lot of times I do heat it from the back first because the heat tool will warp your cardstock just a little bit. I'll hold this so you can see it better. And so I sometimes do it from the back first and then from the top, just so my cardstock stays a little bit. So can you see it turning? Now I'm just going to follow it all the way down and then maybe back once. And then once it's melted, you want to be done with it. Don't keep heating it. One thing I've noticed about this new white embossing powder, and I just got these yesterday, so I haven't had a chance too much to play with them. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Let's go up here so you can see me. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit with my trimmer. I could use my scissors, but sure enough, when I use my scissors, I don't feel like I cut it. I think I'll cut it just a tiny bit shorter. Okay, and then like so. This is a pretty fun stamp set. And dies. The dies are so cute. So mainly we're doing dies today and not too much but the stamps. But I'm going to show this set again on a normal weekly Facebook Live so I can show you all the multiple things you can do with it. So, but we're definitely focusing on the dies today. So I want to make sure that you can see what all they do. All right, now I'm going to grab my supplies here. I have already, as I said, I have already done quite a bit of die cutting. Let's get our greenery in here. This is going to go like this. And I also used an embossing folder that's new to me. It's also fairly new to Stampin' Up. But this is called, I don't know what this is called. I didn't do my tutorial yet this morning. So I'm like, I always look up the name as I'm doing my tutorial. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of this. I think it's an annual catalog. Let me look quick. But you can put 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 paper in it. See how big it is? This is not a 3D embossing folder. So when you put this through your machine, I already did it just to save some time, but you need both of your clear plates and you don't use the gray plate. I'm going to just move this so I don't lose any bits. And let's look up embossing folders here because I want you to know the name of it. I don't want to be giving you anything where you don't know the name of it. Well, and I don't see where it says embossing tools. So sometimes I don't have a good time looking up things in the back. Sometimes I do, but let's just go ahead. The embossing folders are all together. They're on page 129. And this one is called, it's number 11, it's called So Swirly. 163791. So Swirly, this huge embossing folder. Okay, I just want to make sure you knew how to find it or where to find it. One of these is going to go on the front of our card, and then we're going to cut this one. These are each 4 by 5 1/4. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and cut at the 2-inch mark. So we have 2 of these, each 2 by 5 1/4. We're going to put those on the inside of our card. Now, I think I have everything die cut. So I kind of like to put things together first. Swirly. Oh, Faye, you're on top of it. Thanks so much for your help. I appreciate it. All right, let me grab. Let's get these bits all together here. Now, again, I did quite a bit ahead of time, but then I also wanted to show you how to do some of it. So there's no point in just seeing a lot of things finished because then you don't learn how to do it. But I'm going to put just a little bit of Tombow. You want to make sure you don't let this squirt out very much. I'm just barely squeezing it. And then I'm going to actually take these tweezers and we're gonna just put those on like so. And these skates are super cute. I think they're little, what do I want to say, a little putsy. Whoops, I don't want that, I want this. But that's what makes them so cute. And I'm going to show you how the laces fit in because that was pretty ingenious on the part of the people that created these. Just, oops. Well, as I said, these are a little bit fiddly. But I like to have my silicone mat out. I don't know if I already said that, but when you're adhering tiny things and using liquid glue, because liquid glue will come right, any adhesive will come right off of your silicone mat. It cleans up really easily. Okay, we might need that again. So for this, these guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first make sure I've got these right. that fit in there because they fit in those little slots. So what I'm going to do with this one, because I have to handle this quite a bit, so I don't want liquid glue on the back because I'm afraid I'll have a huge mess. So I'm going to just put some seal on the back. Our tape runner is called seal. Now, can you see this slit right here? Trying to hold it open. So this guy fits in this. Let me stand up so maybe I can have it in the camera better. This fits in here like, well, it doesn't want to, but it goes like this. There we go. And then if you push it in, it matches right up with those little bumps. Isn't that cute? So cute. But as I said, it's fiddly. So if you're not a person who likes to fiddle with things, you might think twice about this. But if you are a person that likes details and likes to make darling little scenes on your cards, because this is going to make a sweet little scene. Now I'm just pushing it in again to match it up, and it just kind of fits in all by itself. You don't really have to do too much. And then I'm just kind of squeezing it together on the back. Makes sense? So we've got our two skates, so let's set those aside. Then let's go ahead and put our sleigh together. So uh-oh, I think I've lost something. We might have to, yep, I think I lost something, darn it. Well, this will give me a chance to show you how to do this part. Let's put these bits all to the side, because this die cuts another piece of this, and I must have lost it when I was getting ready this morning. I was also finishing tomorrow's project. So what I'm talking about is, see this little part here is the part that goes at the top of the sleigh. So let me grab my paper. For the sleigh, I used this paper. This is called Country Woods Designer Series paper. And I'm going to take, I think it was this piece, or maybe it was this piece. I only say I need to know because the inside of the card also has the same paper, so I want it to match. So we're going to recut the sled. I'm sure I'll find that part as soon as Facebook is over. Let me get this cut. Let's get out our machine and then our plates. This over, and we'll get this on our DSP lined up there, and then we'll go ahead and die cut this. And then, you know, if you wanted to see how this die works, well, then you're getting a chance to. I have no idea where that little piece went, but that's okay. I think sometimes it is good to actually be able to see everything, but die cutting, once you've seen die cutting, you know how it works. Okay, so here's the piece that I misplaced or lost. And here, can you see that it also embosses? It's such a cool die because it makes it look like real wood. All right, let's go ahead and do our sled now. Let's bring back our silicone mat. Hi, Martha. Oh, you found me today. Yay. Okay, so this is the base of our sleigh, and this is gonna go like so. I have to look at my card. How far down did I go? I guess I went down a ways on this. So to glue this, I'm going to go ahead and you can't really use this with an adhesive sheet, and I often don't use them anyway, mostly because I just forget to pull them out. But I'm going to actually glue along this very tiny rail right here on my sled, because honestly, Tombow holds pretty well. So And then I'm just going to put a little dot on the middle parts. Oh, well, we'll need that back in a minute. But then I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to come down about there. This piece is going to go here. Who remembers a sled like this? Who had a sled like this? I did. My brother and I can remember my mom taking us when we were younger, you know, in grade school. I can remember her taking us sledding when it would snow, and I had a sled just like this. I think mine was even red. I'm going to go ahead now and put this a little more glue up here, and then let's go ahead and put the top of our sled. And this part, if you didn't have a sled like this, I don't even know if they still make sleds like this. They probably do. This part controls the sled, so your feet go here and then you move it to turn the sled, so you can turn it. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to our card. Now, I don't think I've shared the card base with you yet. Let me put that aside. We have more to do on it, but we're going to go ahead and get our card base. Now, here's the trick to this one. So this card base is, let me get out my notes here, 5.5 by 11, and if you want to take a screenshot, and you score at 4 1/4, 5.5, and 6 3/4. So there you go. And again, this will come out to my email subscribers tomorrow, and then if you put a $50 order in, you'll get all 5 PDFs to you directly in your email. But this is that 5.5 by 11, and again, it's scored at 4 1/4, 5.5, and 6 3/4. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make this an accordion, kind of like that. Does that make sense? Because we need this part in the middle to put all of our cute things on that we've already made. Well, some of them we've die cut. I think we've got everything die cut now. You want to really crease these really well with your bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you need to put that on your list, because it's important to have one to get the creases in your cards to be really tight. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now, and the way we're going to secure this is we're going to just go ahead, and I'm going back to liquid glue. I'm going to do the same thing here with my glue. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to seal this closed like so. Make sense? Okay, so now we have this. And you want to press that really well. And while that is drying, I think what we'll actually do is work a little bit on the inside part of our card and put our skates together. So, well, I'm going to find something to set on the top of this. I'm going to just pull out a glass block, and we're just going to set this to the side for a minute. Okay, now on the inside of our card, excuse me for reaching across, we've got our skates. So we've got those already made, and then I've got some other bits here, but I don't want to lose track of those. So when you get your kits for this, you'll have all these pieces of cardstock so that you can make this too. Anything that isn't in the bundle, I will die cut. So I'll have this die cut for you. I'll have the swirls already embossed for you, and then you'll need the dies and the stamps to make this as I've made them. But you might have other things you can use to make this card. You don't have to have this set. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my skates going here. And we want the skates to kind of go like so, because I want them to look like they're hanging from a sign. We do need to stamp just a little bit before we do that. I got ahead of myself. Let me put this guy to the side. So let's get our strings going. For this, I used the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. This is in the catalog, an annual catalog, and you have all these colors of neutral twine. I'm going to take maybe just I don't know, maybe 5 inches, maybe 6, to just make sure I don't cut it too short. And then I'll have room to kind of finagle this. And I'm going to put this maybe just about there. I'm just kind of guessing. That might be a little wide. Actually, I don't think I want that much adhesive. This is going to cover it, so I think we'll be okay. But all right, let's go ahead and get our little string here. Pam, you don't have the swirly embossing folder. Oh yeah, the snowflake one worked pretty. In fact, I almost used the snowflake. Okay, so this is kind of figuring out where my skates are gonna go, and I think that'll work in order to actually know where my twine should go. So I'm gonna make the twine a little bit longer than I'm probably gonna use it, just because there's nothing worse than cutting ribbon or twine and then you go, oh, I don't have enough. I cut it just too short. And then kind of like so. When I said creating scenes, that's what we're doing here. We're creating a little scene for these guys. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and secure this with a dimensional on the back, like so. And I'm going to actually get this one ready to go too, because I kind of want to position them fairly close to each other so that they look like they really are hanging from the sign. Let's take this off. And then let's go kind of straight down. I want this to be straight because it would be straight if the, whoops. You could just glue your twine to the back of your skate, but I'm just securing it down with the dimensional. So there we've got that. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that'll work. And then we're going to put our sign up here that's holding our skates. So let's grab some stamps now. I've got the Let It Snow from the same stamp set. All the stamps I'm using are from this stamp set today. So, Diane, you had a sled and still have it in your garage? Oh, you know, those are things that in my life have long gone by the wayside. Let me go ahead and get this stamped. Hopefully I'm in the... Trying to keep the Let It Snow straight. There we go. And I'm using real red ink. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I'm using real red ink. But, you know, childhood sleds and toys, they've all gone by the wayside. They might have been in our parents' home. When my dad died, but it was so traumatic, and when my parents passed away, I just didn't even think about really searching out what things I would want to keep for later. Oops. Okay, I almost... Now this snowflake is a 3 snowflake stamp, but I'm just doing the 1 because I just wanted it on... 1 snowflake on each side of our little sign here, like so. I think this stamp set, honestly, it's going to be really fun to play with. If you know me at all, you know I'm really not one to putz too much with things, but I think this one is worth it. I think this really gives you some cute little dies to make some fun Christmas cards, or even just winter cards. Let's go ahead and secure this. Let's look at the greetings on this for a minute, because I think this is a pretty good winter stamp set. I am making a Christmas card today, but it wouldn't have to be Christmas. All right, now we're still getting bits ready. We've got still more to do for this card. On the back of this piece, we have, this is going to go like this. Like so. Make sense? So we're not ready for that quite yet because we're going to, on this piece, we're going to do our Christmas greeting. Now today, I took this greeting from the Greetings of the Season set. So this is the one that I did day 1 of our summer camp. I used this one, and I'm going to use this greeting right here. So let me grab that, and we'll get our real red. Pam, you said your winters were a lot different in Missouri. How so? Are they colder now or more mild now? I grew up in Colorado. My brother is still there, and he has 2 children, my niece and nephew. They're still there. They're in Johnstown, Colorado. I grew up in Westminster. It's a suburb of Denver, and we had a lot of snow, my friends. A lot. Sometimes when it snowed, all 4 of us would be out trying to clean off the snow. And I have some photos of it, of some snows that were really deep. When we were children, they were almost as tall as we were. But as I said, that's when we were kids. So, we weren't very tall then, but still, it was a lot of snow. All right, we're going to take one of our little greeneries and we're going to cut it in half and make it really pretty on the inside. This is a very special card. I don't know who this will go to. We're going to let's kind of dry fit this a little bit like so. Let me think about this. All right, let me show you something here though. We have to be I think this is ready. We have to be a little bit careful here. This is gonna go like this. This is gonna go like this. So we want to be careful that our greenery, I'm just gonna do a little bit of tape here. Doggone it, my tape runner doesn't wanna work today. I'm towards the end of this one, so I think it doesn't wanna work. So this is, I have a point to what I'm trying to tell you. Just let me try to do this for a minute. What I'm trying to say is we don't want this to go beyond our card. We don't want this to go outside of the inside of our card. How's that for a sentence? Outside of the inside of our card. So we kind of have to putz with this just a little bit. And then let's bring this up so it looks like the same sprig of greenery. And then we're going to go like this. Now, I wasn't as careful as I needed to be. I have a little bit of adhesive right there that I want to remove so it doesn't hold my card shut. This is an adhesive eraser. We used to sell these, and it just takes that extra adhesive right off. But you can get them on Amazon. I've gotten them for my team at Dollar Store, at the Dollar Tree here. But you can find them around. I would check Dollar Tree first. Or Amazon, whatever's easier. Maybe you don't have a Dollar Tree. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. Now, we're not quite ready for that. Let's go ahead and put the snow, the swirly snow. Well, I'm calling it snow. The embossing folder is not called snow. It's called swirly or so swirly, whatever Faye was sharing with us, the name. But when Stampin' Up! Sends $1 Million winner a card, they are totally works of art. Now, the one that they actually sent my friend Susan Canfield is even much more elaborate. But this part of opening the card and having something be on the inside that's really special, that part was part of what they sent them. Okay, so we want to secure these together like this. So what I'm going to do with this so I can line it up is I'm going to put this one down first so that I can see when I want to line this up, I can see how to line it up. So this one has to go first. So let me, we want this to go like this. So I'm going to put the glue for this. This is a lesson on where to put adhesive and where to not put it. Just here on the edge here. I do think you need liquid glue for this, or at the very minimum, Snail Plus or tear and tape. So we're going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, did I do that the wrong way? Oh no, I did it right. Oh, I scared myself. Okay, so we're going to just position this. I want it to pretty much look like it's centered. Hopefully I didn't get my glue over too far, like so. Okay. No, I did good with the glue. It's not squirting out. So this will be like this, and so now we know how to place this, and we can match it. We can match it up. So now let me go ahead and get my liquid glue again, and I'm gonna be careful. I don't want it squirting out. So we just want to get this secured on here. Pam, you would have a lot more snow that stayed all winter and stayed cold for weeks, and we skated on the ponds. Yes, we skated on the ponds too. I remember my mom also taking us to skate. She taught us how to skate. But Colorado is cold now, and it was cold then. And in Nebraska is the same. You're just farther enough south. I know where Pam is. She's in Missouri. I don't know if she mentioned that, but Missouri is noticeably warmer usually than Nebraska. Okay, there's the inside of our card. And now, we probably should have done the outside first, but there's a lot of bits to this card, as I told you. But those of you who really like, let's see, really like a lot of detail, then this is for you today, because this card has a lot of detail, and that's what makes it extra special for either a special person or a special occasion. Since this is Christmas, then it's probably going to be a special person. So there we've got swirly on the outside, and then we've got them on the inside as well. Let's go ahead and finish putting our sled together. We have everything made now. We just have to get it all on our card. So I'm going to just get some dimensionals back out, and we're going to get this secured. I'm going to go down the middle of my sled here with my dimensionals. And then for these little outside parts, I'm going to pull in my mini dimensionals because I want it to be balanced. So I'm going to go right here. And actually also right here probably, and then one more like here. And then let's go ahead and take our tool and pull these backings up. And there we go. And let's go ahead and put this down. Christy, you love this. Oh, hi Cheryl. Yes, Julie, this is a really special wild card. It really is. I don't know who's going to get it. I'm guessing probably my brother. Or one of my stamping friends that, you know, would appreciate all the steps. But, you know, sometimes you just want to make something really special. Sometimes, you know, when you're not in a hurry and you want to have fun, you just want to totally absorb yourself in your crafting. This is a card for that kind of a day or night or just time in your life where you're like, I just want to pour myself into a crafting project. I've got time. I'm going to spend some hours doing it. This doesn't take hours, but it probably will take you. It's probably taking us a good hour today. Of course, I'm showing things and explaining things. I'm just taking some mini glue dots to stick this down on my sled. This is very delicate, so you kind of have to be careful how you're handling it. Faye, you like this bundle? I like it too, so much. I did buy the Golden Greenery suite first, And then I kept looking at this, and I went back and got this one as well. And then when I saw Susan's card, I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to show on day 4 of our summer camp, and that's this sweet card. Okay, let's get some dimensionals on the back. Plus, I haven't shown you the new embossing powders. And now I do have the metallic ones too, so we can get black, white, and clear in one group, and then you get copper, silver, and gold in the other group. I've seen them demonstrated, and the silver is kind of has little sparkles in it. I guess I don't know about the other two, but so I think they're really going to be fun to work with, the new metallics. All right, kids, we've got everything on it. Let's go ahead and get some gems on it. Now, this is another brand new. When I say brand new, meaning it just came out in the latest online exclusives. These are called Pecan and Clear ribboned adhesive backed dots. There's a lot of words in that. They're really pretty though. Oh, I used them this morning for our card for tomorrow. Now tomorrow we are going back to summer. Today we're doing winter, but tomorrow is all about summer. Okay, let's take our take your pick tool, and we're going to put some gems on this. I don't know if these look very sparkly in the video, but they're actually pretty sparkly. Well, let me show you these. So I don't know if that comes across very well, but they're much prettier than I thought they were going to be. Let's put it that way. And this pecan pie, I thought this is a great color for our sled. I just changed the putty in my tool this morning. It's kind of going all over the place. So let's grab this guy. Looks like I smudged my paper there. I'll probably just go in later and put more dots on it. Now, since this is such a special card, I'm going to go in with more dots. So let's just bling this card up. We're going to bling it up. Let's see, let's go there. And now maybe we'll put one more. Let's see, maybe up here for that side. And let's keep going with the bling. These I think have sold out once already, and they're back in. I looked this morning and they are in right now. And when I send a PDF tutorial out, I always I'm trying to feel where it's really bulky, because I don't want to put a gem where it's really bulky. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kathy. Oh, okay. Kathy, my friend, you need to send me your address so I can send you your Sketch Butterflies kit for next week. So make sure you send that to me. All right, kids, here we go. Look at our beautiful card. And again, I'm calling this an inside surprise card. I don't know. It doesn't have a name, I don't think. But that's what I'm calling it. So here's our beautiful card. Here is, and remember, oops, okay, let me think. Here is yesterday's card. Here is the day before, the gift card holder. These are all our camp projects this week. And then here's our day 1. So tomorrow we're going back to summer. Did I get these in the picture? No, I didn't. You can't even see them. So here's our 4 projects for this week. And we have one more day tomorrow. Make sure that if you're watching replay, go ahead and comment, because I go ahead and watch all the comments and then I put your name in a drawing. So we've got 3 prizes to go out. I will send those all out probably this weekend or Monday, so I can package them all up. The prizes, the daily prize patrol. And then at the end of the week, we're going to have a camper of the week. So somebody that's watched every day and commented every day, and I'll put all of your names in my basket so I can draw names for that. So, oh, thank you, Diane. Jamie loves the sled set. White on white. I do like white on white, Jamie. I really do like it. Hi, Carol. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Faye, thanks so much. Pam, thank you. Gosh, you guys, thanks so much for joining me this week. It's been so fun to see you every day this week, which I normally don't get to do. So thanks again, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow. It's our last day of camp. Oh my gosh, it's gone quickly. And thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. That helps me so much on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.